Good afternoon, you guys. It's February 1st today. We haven't been up here in a long time. Just a few snowbanks have drifted in. Of course, wherever you park equipment, there's going to be snowbanks. That's why I try not to park equipment out in here. So it's minus 23 currently. Oh, the snow is hard. I can walk on it. And we're going to set the timer because it's supposed to be minus 30 in the morning. So we're gonna set the timer on this bad boy. Let's see if we can figure this thing out here. Because it's on manual currently. Yeah, let's go. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm gonna have to do this. Hold on here. So we're gonna go up to duration options, I think maybe. Timer, there we go. Ooh, just a little. Just a little. I guess I should. Always helps if you go the right direction. Timer. There we go. So I'm gonna. What day is it today? Here, I gotta think about this. Today is Tuesday, so we're gonna set this timer for Wednesday. We're gonna do a custom one actually. And we're gonna scroll over until we see a Wednesday. Next. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, well, wouldn't you know it? So since there was already a time in there for 8:30 in the morning, we're actually just going to go up and we're going to change the mode to auto because I've already done this before, I guess. And as soon as we change it to auto, at 8:30 in the morning, tomorrow morning, that Wabasto is going to fire up. And I already have the timer set for 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. Our battery disconnect has been off, so that way we make sure that there is no power drain. And I hope that we're going to be able to get it going in the morning. So, Mike's cold, not dressed for this. See you guys in the morning. And good morning, everybody. I couldn't plug my Chevy in because I forgot my cord in Swift Current, because you got to have a special cord to plug them in. It did start. It didn't enjoy itself, but it did start. So it is 9:30, and you guys know that at 8:30, about an hour ago, that Wabasto was set to get fired up. We are up north again, as you already know that. And there is snow up here, like a lot of it. So we're gonna go and check on this Wabasto, because I don't have a lot of faith in it. Please be going, please be going, please be going, please be going. Oh, it's going! Oh, that just excites me. Woo! We might have a chance of getting this puppy going, you guys. So that being said, I'm gonna go grab a coffee. I'm gonna get the Wabasto as long as possible before we try and get it a start. And we're back. So this thing's about to shut off in the next couple minutes. It's been running for 2 hours. It is nice and hot. Whew, can't even touch that. Oh. See if we got, no, it doesn't run glow plugs when you have that Wabasto going. Must sense that it's too warm. So here goes nothing. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, it's frustrating. We don't got enough juice. The batteries in these things, you know how many batteries we put in these things? They're just crap. I'm gonna try to boost it off the truck for right now. Whew. You know, the batteries can't be too bad. Our Wabasto's still running. If the batteries get low, it automatically will shut that Wabasto off to save the battery. But the cranking amps on this battery is obviously what don't get me going on that. Look how cold it is. These things are like rock hard. I was just at co-op, and the guy that I was talking to said that he went to fill up his tractor up with fuel this morning, and he grabbed his hose off his tank, and it just broke his hose right in half. You know? Yep. Winter's always got challenges. All right, guys, so update here. We spent about 40 minutes. My little generator, which I need to run my heater, obviously minus 33 in the sea can over there, it wouldn't start either. So I put it in my truck and turned my heat on high to warm it up. It doesn't take very long. It took about probably 30 to 40 minutes, and it fired right up. So we're just letting it warm up here, and have been for the last couple minutes. The Wabasto, I refired it up. It is still rocking, okay? So that's awesome. That's what we want. Mike is losing his patience. So we are literally gonna fire this heater up while we're boosting, and we're gonna start putting some heat to this battery. Right, wrong, or otherwise, I'm to the point where I don't really care that much anymore. I hope we're not too close. We're gonna find that out here, whether we're gonna start getting stuff too hot. If we are, no big deal. I'll just kind of scoot it back a little bit. But for right now, let's fire it up. We still got some fuel. There we go. There it goes, wait for it. There. Definitely starting to feel some heat. That's good, that's what I want to see. Mike, why don't you put this heater underneath the engine? Because the water that's circulating through that circulating heater is running hot. Like, it's so hot I can't touch it, all right? So the only thing that this thing is gonna do, it's not gonna heat up the water because the water's already hot. This would heat up the oil in the oil pan, and we already are running synthetic oil. But I need this to warm up my battery more so I can get more cranking amps, because clearly we don't have enough cranking amps in this tractor for cold weather starts. That's pretty obvious now, all right? You guys have seen many videos. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is nice. So we're gonna warm up this battery without melting it, is the plan. And we will get this tractor going. You can see the steam coming off the hood. You can see you know it's cold outside wind, but the Wabasto is still running. It's pumping out that steam as well. Actually, it's exhaust. And on this side, we're warming her up, boy. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off the side of that tractor. I gotta keep feeling and stuff, make sure we're not getting it too hot. I don't want to melt any plastic. This battery is definitely getting almost hot to the touch right here. Obviously it goes lengthwise all the way in. We're still putting warm juice into the battery, through the battery, so just that in itself is warming the battery up. Now, you can have battery warmers. I did have that on my last tractor. I think it worked about as good as I could throw it, to be quite honest with you. This puppy, I guarantee you, is about a battery warmer on steroids here. Very quick, happening very fast. One thing that I wish that I had, actually, which would work better yet, is if we had a battery charger. You could put way more amps in to that battery a whole heck of a lot quicker. I just don't have one up here with me right now. Maybe I could run to the co-op maybe and see if they got one, but maybe I should back this back. I'm worried that I'm gone. Okay, I'll be quick. Actually, they didn't have a charger. They only had a smart charger, and smart chargers work about as good as you can throw them around my camp. Because the thing is, about the smart charger, if it senses the battery's too cold, or if it senses the battery's too weak, or maybe it's too dead, whatever it might be, it might say, no, you can't do a rapid charge. We're gonna have to do a slow charge. It'll probably take you about 2.5 months, but we'll get it done. I'll decide with a real charger what that battery can and cannot take. But so yeah, I did not buy that. I just picked up another set of cables though, running one cable off each battery. So and this battery is getting warm, very warm, and we will get it going. All right, it's been probably around, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. So we just kind of want to see where we're at here. Come on, come on, come on. Holy crap, we got her going. Holy cow. I smell burnt rubber. We got a lot of air codes beeping up at us here. I still got my foot on the clutch because I'm worried it's going to kick in the hydraulics and kill my tractor here. Yeah, I'm going to slowly let my clutch out. Awesome, we got it going. Wasn't happy about it, but we got it going. Look, because of that Wabasto that's running, we already have heat in our engine, which is the reason why it was turning over a little bit easier. We just don't have enough cranking amps, but by us warming up that battery, that definitely helped us. Plus we got 2 battery cables going over there, and so on and so forth. But if I would have had, and I do have it plugged in, but even if I was to keep this thing plugged in, say non-stop like we do back home, because we actually have power where you can do that, you would never see any temperature on the water. That is only because of that Wabasto there that's been running for almost 3 hours now, okay? So we have a tractor that's already just about warmed up and ready to rock and roll. So I'm just gonna quickly pack this stuff up and we're gonna start moving some snow. So we actually just went for a quick lunch after we packed everything up. And then of course, service your emission system, DEF related issue, came on Ashton's truck. Now, this has already happened a couple times to mine and I had to replace the DEF tank. $1,900 just for the DEF part in itself, not installed. Yes, it's under warranty, but only warranty to 160, and I was already 140,000 kilometers, which means I'd be out of warranty very quickly. So I got that fixed, and now I'm still having injector issues on my truck. Not injector, sorry, correction, fuel pump. I don't know where I got injector from. Having fuel pump issues, and the fuel pumps are back ordered, so my truck sputters and coughs and so on and so forth. And then also my engine fan won't shut off, so you can't get any heat in the engine, and then I'm worried about cracking heads when I'm under full load. So that's the reason why I'm actually driving Ashton's truck, is because mine isn't fully operational right now, and now it's kind of looking like hers might not be either. This is why mine is 33 and DEF systems, you guys, do not match. We haven't even got back into the Fendt here to know if we're gonna have any DEF related issues with it. I sure the heck hope not. But oh gosh, don't even get me going on this again. But we're gonna hop in the tractor here and have a great afternoon pushing snow. And of course, as soon as we sit in the tractor, it is not possible to build up pressure in the supply module. And if you look over here, add blue, DEF code. That's 2 DEF codes in one afternoon. There is an exhaust relevant error. Yes, I know. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please don't lose your cool. Don't lose your cool. Don't lose your cool. I'd also like to note that we went for a quick lunch, as you know, and my tractor has already lost heat. My tractor was actually warmer, hotter in that engine with that Wabasto running than it has been sitting here idling at 1150 RPM. Now the trick is to get our hydraulics moving here. Both cylinders are actually going at different heights right now. This side's lifting first, you can see. Come on, Betsy. Come on. Mike, what are you doing? We're trying to warm up our hydraulics here so we can push some snow. Our hydraulics are they're slightly thick like maple syrup. If you let the tractor sit too long, say I push snow and everything's all going hunky-dory, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go for a coffee. If you let your tractor sit for like 20 minutes, you will be back very stiff. Now we got to work on the bucket. Try to tip the bucket. Oh, she is stiff. Boy, I can't even get the thing to move. Come on, Betsy, come on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually call my tractor Betsy. I don't know why, but come on. Now remember, it's only minus 33, and I know you guys are thinking, well, Mike, it's holy crap, it's minus 33. Why don't you, I don't know, park that thing in a shop or something, you wouldn't have this problem? That's actually a really good question. A shop is on the bucket list, as you can see, but even if I get a shop here, I'm still spread out within about 50 miles of the North Farm, and back home we're spread out over 100 miles. So sure, we've hunk fine. We spend the money and we build a shop on the main farm. 8 to 9 years out of 10, we always have grain bags scattered all over the farm, everywhere. And you can't just drive the tractor 50 miles or 100 miles back and forth all the time. That's the reason why we went to Wabasto one, because we leave these tractors out in the field, hooked up to the bag extractor on a bag, and they need to go when they need to go. Hence the timer. We can set the timer and it will normally go. This tractor, maybe not. The 516 will typically go. We had an older John Deere. It was a 7220, I think. 7220. No, not an R, just a 7220. Oh, my engine RPM's dropping. Oh, isn't that handy, eh? Isn't that great? Oh man, I love that. Isn't that just great? I no longer have any RPM. That's beautiful. That's awesome. That's what I love to see. DEF-related issues. Did you know that DEF-related issues are our #1 service call, #1 warranty call, other than the combines on our entire farm? It's true. If we didn't have DEF-related service calls, we would have hardly any related service. We would have hardly any service calls. Now this thing's not going to keep beeping. It's already limited my power, my engine, and I'm going to have to try and push some snow, which is going to be nearly impossible. So yeah. DEF stuff is awesome, you guys. Like, I don't know why we don't all have DEF. Oh. Better dial this back a little bit. It's too sensitive. Wants to kill the tractor. And... oh, no. It won't let itself fully die. No, it won't. Tractor's too smart. It's like, I won't fully die, Mike. But I am in full, got the pedal down, and we're not going anywhere. It just won't do anything. Well, you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to call the dealership, I guess, and get someone to come out. That's for sure. We're gonna have to fire up old freaking Ernie over there. You know why? Because Ernie is DEF-free. Pre-emission engine. Long before DEF was even thought of, back in the 70s. And it proves once again that that tractor is always here to save the day. A $10,000 tractor. A $400,000 tractor. Really struggling here trying to make sense of all this. Now, sorry, as I was saying, but with my truck, and I can also talk about it with the tractor, is they can see these DEF codes from the dealership. They know if there's a DEF code. I just got to tell them there's a DEF code. They look up on their computer. Oh yeah, there's a DEF code. There needs to be a freaking override from the dealership, also given from the manufacturer and allowed by our federal and provincial governments to get an override in these things, so that way you can still use it. So they're going to have to come out of Saskatoon. It's probably going to take them like 3 or so hours just to get here. It's going to be cold, it's going to be dark. They're not even going to want to come out until they can get this done in the morning. I'm going to say, oh yeah, come out, it's minus 42 in the morning, but you're going to have to come out and change this thing. Hopefully it didn't rupture and leak into the DEF connection on the line, because if that be the case, well, we might just call a truck and drag the tractor on top of a trailer and huck it to town, because they're going to have to basically split the thing and tear it all apart to put this new wiring harness on, and it's very expensive. And then, of course, as soon as you add with new DEF, and as soon as you go back out to push some more snow, it's just going to happen again. Now, they did put a connection in. I do believe the dealer put a connection in between that wiring harness, so that way they can just change that one section of wiring harness instead of having to redo the whole thing. But back to the point, there needs to be an override. They can see it. They can be like, hold on, we live in the 21st century. Now, hold on here. Boo! You have now been overridden, kind of like OnStar in the Chevys. You have now been overridden. You are good to go. Your engine does not require the DEF emissions anymore. I can carry on. It will be given, say, what, 24, 36, 48 hour timeline. That way it gives time for the dealership to get coordinated, maybe order the parts. What if the parts are back ordered? How am I supposed to feed my cows? How am I supposed to run my business when I have unreliable DEF issues? And this is for all brands. Some brands are worse than others, that's true, but this is for all brands. Just gonna do a little bit more pushing if I can keep from stalling it so much. Seems like it's stalling worse and worse now. Are you kidding me? Come on. Are you kidding me? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ramming speed! Oh, we don't have a ramming speed. We just got... Can't even lift my... I don't even have enough power to lift my... Are you kidding me? Oh, there it is. Anyways, guys, you get the idea. This video is concluded. Have yourself a good one. And looks like I'm going over to Ernie there to save the day. Adios.